Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Sao Paulo, of course, one of the centres of football in Brazil, and the Estadio Morumbis, a mighty venue befitting that status.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
And they can counter here. Great defending, strong and determined. Pirlo. Cafu. Flings in across. Pele looks to get on the end of this. Baresi. Vieira. Oh, that's well spotted. Makalele. Zola. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Alexander. He gets big! It's bounced back off the post.
Marseille definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Knocks it into space. Can he latch on to this? Throw it. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. That is a brilliant interception. Makalele. Kashiwa Resol, still without a single shot on target. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's a sharp little ball here. Del Piero. Costa Curta.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Marseille look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Zola has it in a wide position. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold stood his ground strongly.
Zola really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Zola tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's there to clear it. Vieira. So, what can they make of this? Now it's Messi. Pass is just off target. Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Vieri is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Pele. Messi. Messi! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Cafu. Now it's Vieri. Baresi. Might be danger here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Marseille are looking to break at pace. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Vieri. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. The referee's come over, it's a red card. Marseille are down to 10 men.
Substituição em campo.
Great chance here from position A1.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 16.
Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. Look at the space here, it's Pirlo! Costa Curta.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Costa Curta going full steam ahead down the left flank. Messi, very much a man of this moment.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Cafu. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So there was the first half.
Ressurgencia really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the second half gets underway. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, important interception. Vieri, Baresi, Messi. And the through ball. Thuram. And it's Messi. Mohamed Salah. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Del Piero. And he's managed to get free. Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tries a deft little ball. They've played it short. Del Piero. Marseille have the chance to go the other way. Pele providing an outlet on that flank. He's found the way through. Chance for a shot! In he goes again! Goal! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Marseille have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused.
He's having a hit! Oh, taken with style! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 10. Camisa 14.
Marseille are making a change now. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Alexander-Arnold. Rodri. Nicely spread. In towards the back stick.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And it's Owen. And he's had it nicked away. Looking to play him in. It's played through for him. Alexander-Arnold. Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substituição em campo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 9.
Cafu.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 11.
And here's Vieri.
Camisa 6.
Knocks it out wide. Del Piero. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's going for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Neymar. That's an imaginative pass. Thinks about the shot. That's very neat. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
And here's Owen. And he has been fouled there. Royce did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
He'd been asking for that, Peter, and it puts him under much more pressure now. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. That is ended up in no man's land. Just 5 minutes left. Looking for the run. Vieira. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. Now it's Del Piero. Has a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And this is Vieira.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He has found the way through. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
This is the time you need that pace.
Can he get it through? Takes a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Best really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Donnarumma claims comfortably. And that is that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, this must be one of the most spectacular sights in football. Stand upon stand, stacked each on top of the other, right up to the sky, in order to accommodate the vast fan base of La Boca's Docklands. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good for...
Shoots! It's hit the upright. Stood up well to him there. Zanetti. That's a throw. And it's Zanetti. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever...
And Bebeto! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Cleared away. And he's running through. And now a sudden chance to counter. That pass isn't the best. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And he was alert to it. Kashiwa Resol, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And this is Bale, picked up, and the shot! Goes long and straight. Best. Royce, played into space. No luck with that dink over the top.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And it's Maicon. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Best. Pirlo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Half an hour played now. Short changes him with that pass. Baresi. Cannavaro.
Vasco da Gama have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Cafu. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Real chance! Goal! Vasco da Gama! And it's Vasco da Gama who take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Vasco da Gama have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
Kashiwa Resol truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. And it's Royce. Driving on and making good progress. Royce! And he's had a hit! It's run loose, who's going to get there? A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Here we go again.
Joshua Resol can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Vieri! Pass just lacking in accuracy. Best!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Zanetti. Kashiwa Resol do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Goes for a shot! Icon plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That has not gone well. Good running, strong and purposeful. That's a lovely, neat pass. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Kashiwa Resol still behind thanks to that solitary strike. And he's there to make the challenge. That is good strength. Neymar. Lovely feet. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Del Piero. Plenty. And Del Piero! Too close for comfort. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. And it's Neymar. Zanetti is onto this. Oh, that's nice. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And this is... And the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Turns and goes back. Neymar! That was superb goalkeeping.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, that's well spotted. Maicon. Odo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Vieri could try cutting inside here. Oh, shooting chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
Kashiwa Resol really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Bale.
Buscando couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And De Bruyne! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Vasco da Gama are sitting pretty. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Kashiwa Resol really could have done without this to further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Vasco da Gama find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Messi.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Tonali goes sliding in. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Bale. Oh, super ball. Now it's there's the shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Señoras y señores, se permite fumar solamente en las áreas indicadas en el mapa. Gracias.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, terms like genius and legend are often overused in football, but there is very little doubt that they do apply to this fella, the great Ronaldinho.
One of the best there's ever been, Peter, and always with a smile.
He was born with a football at his feet. Now it's Royce. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Messi. And this is Vieri. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Vieira. And he cuts out the supply. Kashiwa Resol, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Kashiwa Resol shapes to shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Vieri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Kashiwa Resol with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Best. Good running, strong and purposeful. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Great vision. And this is Royce. Rijkaard. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run. They want to be quick to recover this. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Messi. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Gabriel is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Nice interception, well timed. Best. That's a little off target. Royce. Vieri. Kashiwa Resol are looking to break at pace. Not the most accurate pass. Cafu is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Royce, just coming up to the 30-minute mark. That has been knocked clear. At least a return pass. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Royce ploughing through the middle. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a goal kick. Stood up well to him there. Baresi. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Sao Paulo look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Vieira. Looking for options for movement. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Can he get on the end of this? Vieri looking to run onto it. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And he's there to get it away. That's a throw.
Kashiwa Reysol are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And it's Robertson. Ronaldinho quietly revving up. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. He's a sharp little ball here. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substituição em andamento.
Here we go again.
Kashiwa Reysol clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cleared without hesitation. Roberto Carlos. And this is Neymar. Neymar. Oh, this is a very good run. And he was alert to it. Kashiwa Reysol come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Robertson.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pirlo. Pass somewhat off target. He's through and all alone! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Robertson. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with some...
Oh no, what has happened? There's the shot! It's in! That was a given. It always was.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Kashiwa Reysol have fired themselves in front.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cafu. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this...
Can he finish? Off the post! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Played through into space. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Vieri. Aimed beyond the defence. That's a shade optimistic. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 9, camisa 6, camisa 13, camisa 7. Deixando o campo para entrar.
Kashiwa Resol clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And this is Del Piero. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's Drogba. Oh, red. Nice interception. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Threads one in. He's being urged to shoot. And a chance! They've done it! Sao Paulo are back on level terms. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or arcade.
Massaro! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist.
Chance! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him. But
and the shot! Yes! And with that, he takes home the match ball. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turned. He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Tries a shot! Oh, taken with style. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Five minutes to add. And that's it. Kashiwa Reysol are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous...
Shot a goal! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal. It's Vieri! That's another chance! It's in! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Kashiwa Reysol are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Pete.
And a chance! Off the post! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Pele, out to the right. Now it's Pele.
Pretty robust defending.
Now it's Del Piero, and this is Vieri. He has a look up. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. Del Piero. It's anyone's ball now.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it rattles the bar. Baresi. Nicely aimed pass. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pirlo. Cafu. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Royce. Pirlo. Ronaldinho. Now it's Pele, and it's Bellingham. Oh, super ball! A lot of space ahead of him. Neymar. Now it's Pele. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now it's Vieri. Always onto this. Rijkaard. Neymar, spread out to the left. Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Baresi. Aimed beyond the defence. He came in hard, very hard. Cannavaro lays it forward. Robertson powering forward here. Now it's Del Piero. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work.
Royce! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that pass isn't the best. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Driving forward. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Big chance! Oh, off the bar! Pirlo. No, again there's no way through. It could be, it's Vieri! Neymar. Bellingham. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's an untidy challenge, free kick given.
It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders.
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Kashiwa Resol choosing to make the first change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Kashiwa Resol can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Now it's Pele. Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? Rivaldo. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. And we've reached half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Kashiwa Resol are relentlessly steamrollering their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply.
Senhoras e senhores, não estacionem do lado de fora do estádio. Agradecemos a cooperação.
And we're off again. And it's Royce. Royce. Ball driven towards the far post. That is a brilliant interception. Pele distributed tidily. And it's Bellingham. A probing pass. And that pass just didn't quite work. Bellingham is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Knocks it into space. Caf and the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Substituição no time do Internacional.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador.
Just eases him off the ball. Messi.
Substituição em andamento.
And this is Pele, and he's on his way. Some resolute defending there. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And he's found a way past. Taken back almost at once. Kashiwa Resol, 3 up and in almost complete control. Tries to play it through. Messi. Messi puts his foot on the gas. And here's Messi. Picked out brilliant. Hello! Kashiwa Resol, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Vieira. Rijkaard. He's in a great position here. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's really well manoeuvred.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Played out towards the right wing. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And it's Bellingham. Pelé. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Passing is crisp and goes for a shot! Oh, what has happened? In he goes again! Messi. Plays a sharp little ball here. It's played through for him. Now this just the goalkeeper to beat. Tries a shot! No mistake! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Passing nice and neat. Oh, he shoots! And it's in! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Internacional playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pelé showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He can run onto that. Now can he finish? It's in! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Kashiwa Resol are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Internacional finding their passes. Good ball, good take. And he cuts out the supply. That is ended up in no man's land. Kashiwa Resol have a free kick. And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Cafu is there, and he can pick it up. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Pelé. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Oh, impressive strike. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, nice touch. Decent chance! Brought out the best in the keeper. Stood up well to him there.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes at best. Is on his own.
Oh, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Played into space. No, that's been intercepted. Rivaldo. Just about within shooting range.
Comfortable claim for the keeper. So that's it. It is all over.
Kashiwa Resol looking by... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. The information we've been given is that they're going to go with a 3-5-2.
Well, I can tell you, Peter, that I actually always like playing in this formation because as a wing-back, you get more freedom to go forward. As an orthodox full-back, you had to be more selective in the runs you made. The back three should be able to deal with certainly one opposition striker and possibly two. And that's why I liked it, because I didn't have to get back that much.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Robertson going full steam ahead down the left flank. And here's Vieri. Davids did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now that's well seen too. Cafu reaching his double century today, well on his way to becoming a part of the furniture in this part of the footballing world.
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number 200 should be no different.
It's a really well-measured ball. Messi, he's being urged to shoot. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Roberto Carlos. Cannavaro. First quarter of an hour gone.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Royce had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Baresi. Cruyff does well to get it back. Cruyff going full tilt down the left. Looking to play him in. Rijkaard. Vieira. Oh, good-looking ball. Cafu. Can he get it through? And he plays one through. And he's managed to get free. Cafu. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now he's got space here. Baresi, Messi. Now it's Eto'o.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shapes to shoot. There it is. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Rijkaard, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi, Khan claims comfortable.
Joshua Ressurgencia truly have no need to panic, they can reassess at half-time.
And it's Eto'o. Royce. Brilliantly cut out. And that has put paid to that. Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that has left him in a heap. Vieira. Davids tries to play it through.
There's the shot! It's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Going to look back on the first 45 minutes.
Joshua Ressurgencia really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Substitution.
Here we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And here's Eto'o. Oh, important interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Kashiwa Resol do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
He won't be happy with that one. Davids, who's set up one goal so far. He's shifting through the gears here. Looking to go deep.
A header!
Oh, it's come off the upright. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, that has not gone well. Well, that is one way to stop him. Some really good ball movement. And he was alert to it. Davids! And the shot! He can get that clear.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Kashiwa Resol, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Thuram. Messi. Eto'o. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Defending was strong and firm. Vieira. Royce. Thuram cuts it out. Oh, can he get onto this? And he's intervened well there. Now it's Vieri. Best. He's a sharp little ball here. That has been cut short. Rijkaard making good progress on the right-hand side. Great vision. Cafu plays it in. Corner it is. Kashiwa Resol with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. Yep, it's a corner. They've played it short. And he shoots! Cannavaro gets it clear. It'll be a throw-in. Royce. Now it's Vieri. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He is through here. Roberto Carlos looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Roberto Carlos. And it's Messi. Driving on and making good progress. Tries to pass it through. Delivers with whip. He's got two. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throat. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Now it's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. Cafu making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last...
And he shoots! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Costa Curta. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. In with the challenge. Now, can they get him away? He's got away. Best! That is some save from Khan! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Kashiwa Resol with the corner, there first. Climbs up big! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Van Dijk. Batistuta. That's a cute ball. Robertson. Vieira. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Cannavaro does well to get it back. Vieri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Vieri. Royce. And the shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish of true class! And they're at it again in double quick time. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Kashiwa Resol are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now it's Park Ji-sung. Flamengo looking to pass their way through. Cafu. Cannavaro. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Baresi. And it's Rijkaard. At best. And it's Robertson.
Lovely bit of skill.
Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Batistuta.
Oh, good take in a good area. Tries to get it clear.
Gets a good foot in there. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Cannavaro. And it's Robertson.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Nice control.
It's Vieri! Superb from Vieri! A finish right from the top draw! And they are pulling clear here. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos todos desejar felicidades aos nossos sócios torcedores que comemoram o aniversário de casamento hoje.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'd say Petr. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Now it's Vieri. Cafu carries the ball down the right. Best. That's good running with the ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Vieri. Well, that is one way to stop him. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pressing high and with purpose. Yaya Toure, good driving run. Goes for a shot! It's there! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Vieri. And it's Royce. Driving through the middle. Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Van Basten really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Joshua Ressurgencia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That's another chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Vieri! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Vieri. Kaka.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to...
Takes a shot! Vieira passes short and sharp. Driving forward. It's a searching pass. Always onto this. Vieri was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. It's a pretty loose pass.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Rijkaard. Vieira. Now it's Vieri. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, there's the clearance.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert.
Oh, shooting chance! The message is clear, none shall pass.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Baresi is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a decent clearance. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Kaka. He's a sharp little ball here.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty.
Kashiwa Resol present their opponents with the best possible chance here.
Khan will have to save it here, or there's real trouble.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Best. Vieira.
Out to the left it goes. Nice control.
And the first half is done.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 32. Vai ser
And we're off
substituído
again.
pelo jogador.
Well, I
Camisa
think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
And the shot!
They want to be quick to recover this. He's done very well to get to that.
Best is offering a wry smile there.
Shot, surely!
And that was very necessary.
Baresi. And that is a little undercooked. Kaka
Defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Now it's Guti.
Now that looks a decent ball. He is through here.
Vieira.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Looking to play him in. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
And that's another good win of the ball.
"60 minutes played. Best! That was superb goalkeeping.
Best actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Edmilson. Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking for options for movement, and he was quick to react. Edmilson. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's Royce. Best. And it's Robertson. That ball looks a good one. Guti looks to get on the end of this. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that has not gone well.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 10, camisa 12, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 11,
Cafu.
camisa 17,
Crossed in early.
camisa 2.
That is a brilliant interception.
Teremos uma substituição.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Best. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now they can clear their lines. Kashiwa Resol, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Cruyff. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Messi with a real chance here. Messi! It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Kashiwa Resol have the chance to go the other way. It's a goal kick. Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He has found the way through. That's tidy. Cafu does really well to win the ball there. 5 minutes left on the clock. It's run loose here. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Chiellini is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Cafu does well to stand firm and defend it. Best. He's played it back. Now it's Mbappe. Tries a shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that. And that's it.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a real chance! Zanetti. Best. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Cruyff.
He's found a way through. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty.
And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
So the would-be breakthrough moment.
Save from Khan.
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Royce. At best.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Good take, and it takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Royce really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Vitinha, anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Royce. Royce goes steaming forward. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Baresi. Marquinhos. And it's Vitinha. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? Shot at goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
They've played it short. Messi, and the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Santos have their second corner now. Neymar plays it short. Neymar, and this is Messi. Now this could be a chance. He's had a shot! Goal! Santos!
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Zanetti.
Joshua Ressurgencia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Looking to play him in. Cafu. Royce gets his head on it! Really well taken goal. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be...
Chance! Santos looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah.
Baresi with a definite foul there.
No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card and he walks.
Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Santos are down to 10 men.
Substituição no time do Santos.
Santos choosing to make the first change.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 95.
It's a searching pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Neymar. Koundé. Bastoni. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, good take in a good area. And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Vieri. Zanetti. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Marquinhos makes the interception. Vitinha. Rijkaard. Tries to pass it through. And this is Royce. Oh, that was vital. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Oh, well played.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Zanetti. Vitinha. Now it's Messi. Neymar. And it's half-time here. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos todos dar os parabéns ao nosso aniversariante de hoje.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Neymar. Engages and forces him off the ball. Vieri. Zanetti. Tries to play it through. He has a look up. Best! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Best deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Strong running down that left flank. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Messi. Now there's a fine ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Royce. And they can counter here. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rijkaard. And Koundé. And it's Vitinha. Cruyff. And this is Cruyff. Royce. Kashiwa Resol do have a chance to counter here. Aimed beyond the defence. Koundé. Rijkaard. And he's intervened well there. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Cafu. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Zanetti. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Best. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a... Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now, this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 5, camisa 9.
Rijkaard, who does have an assist to his name.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de
Well seen,
camisa
saw that coming.
23.
That was well played,
Camisa
well
6,
stopped.
That is good alertness.
Camisa 15. Substituição.
Kashiwa Resol do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Knocks it out wide. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. He's having a shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish of true class! And again they hit the front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Santos take the lead. Bastoni. Zanetti. A picture of focus and alertness. Santos looking to pass their way through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Substituição no time do Santos.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Neymar. Sai
Kashiwa
para a
Resol
entrada
will
do
have
jogador.
one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest
Substituição em
change.
andamento.
Looking tidy in possession here. The referee's awarded a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Oh, super ball! Oh, well played, well played. Knocks it into space. He's cut it out. Santos have got it back and they'll have another go.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Carvajal is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Teremos 3 minutos
Added
de
time going up
acréscimo.
here, it's 3 minutes. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. He's shifting through the gears here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zanetti. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
It's going to be a real pleasure to see the mercurial Alessandro Del Piero.
Genuine legend of the Italian game.
Yeah, the Del Piero zone was named after his trademark move of drifting out wide before easing inside to aim at the far post, and he can play in any advanced position.
Best. Now it's Romario. Royce. Messi. And this is Zico. Robertson. Can he spark a counter here? Del Piero receives it in a wide position. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's been slipped through.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets.
That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Kashiwa Resol finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Driving through the middle.
Oh, shooting chance!
Oh, in he goes again! Robertson gets it away.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Well, the defence just about came out on chance, surely!
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And he's there to retrieve it.
Kashiwa Resol are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Cannavaro. Kashiwa Resol do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
And this is Romario. He has found the... He's had a shot! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now it's Del Piero. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Messi. Best, very much a man of this moment.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Khan will have to save it here, or there's real trouble.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Messi puts his foot on the gas. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's found a way through. Leicester, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Foot in. Messi gets into a good position. Zico. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Now it's Del Piero. He's in a good position here. And Romario! Keeper's got his work done.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
Kashiwa Resol choosing to make the first change. Best coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter, but listen, I'm still excited to see him in action.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Kashiwa Resol are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. Messi. Romario. And it's Messi. He's picked his way through. It's a pretty loose pass. Cruyff. Best. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gate. Messi! And that's past the post.
Messi probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Oh, given away. Oh, that's fabulous. Romario. And Romario! Now, who's going to be first to this? There's the whistle for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
And a quick announcement for the benefit of anybody who has found themselves a little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
Here we go again.
Kashiwa Resol really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Chance for a shot! And it's Zico. Look at the space here. Cruyff. Decent chance! Vieira. Cafu. And it's Cannavaro. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. Romario. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Passing nice and neat. Oh, some tackle that. That's really well manoeuvred. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Yellow or red? It is red. Kashiwa Resol are down to 10 men. Well, this looks promising, Inter. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Well, we're on the way. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Rijkaard makes the interception. Pirlo. Best. Now it's Vieri. Cafu. Kashiwa Resol finding their passes. And a chance! And it's Royce. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Pass is just off target. Royce. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the flag has stayed down. And the finish! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Zanetti. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Kashiwa Resol have the chance to go the other way. That has not gone well. Brazil upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Threads one in, and that could set him on his way. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Deftly away. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pirlo. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a really well-measured ball. Now, what about this cross? Royce goes short. In with the challenge. He's tried one! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Beckenbauer tries to clear. Oh, shooting chance!
Great effort, beautifully taken.
Pirlo brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And he cuts out the supply. Royce. And here's Pedri. Messi gets into a good position. Pings in across. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's going to go a long way. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. For a moment, you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Schneider.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Van Basten.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's made its way to him. Oh, good spread. Pass somewhat off target. Fiore is offering some sort of an apology there.
Messi! Missed by a fraction.
This looks promising. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Still no way through.
The defending here is resolute. And this is Van Basten. Can't. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Kashiwa Resol leading 1-0 at the break.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Here we go again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Beckenbauer is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Messi could move up a gear here, and he whips in across. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Zanetti. He's got away. Pirlo. Chance! And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And this is Vieri. He's on it. Can he get away? Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Messi. Rivaldo.
Still just a single goal between the sides.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
That's a foul, no two ways about it.
And that's going to be a booking.
Oh, bang on target.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
And it's Roberto Carlos.
Now it's Royce. Aims beyond the defence.
Roberto Carlos
Kept his eye on it, and he's there.
dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Vieri.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Zanetti getting this one clear.
Cannavaro. Now it's Vieri. Cafu picks it up out wide. Brilliantly cut out. That's it.
And he's had a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
Vieira clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game.
And it's been taken short. And now they can clear their lines. Cafu. And this is Royce.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Now it's Mbappe.
Chance for a shot!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Cleared away.
And it's Zanetti.
Some good work on the right flank here.
Substituição.
Keeper's got good distance on that.
Pirlo.
Messi.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
He's picked his way through.
And he's managed to get rid.
He's in a great position here.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Rivaldo. Messi providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Roberto Carlos did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Can he get it through? Danger averted for now, and claimed it back swiftly. Now, can they get him away? Now, what about a counter-attack? Beckenbauer cuts it out. Mbappe, nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Climbs up big! And it's hoisted clear. Del Piero is someone who's always looking to catch. So that's it. It is all over. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick.